Today I'm going to be talking to Jeff Schaeffer. He's the general manager at CA, and he's going to tell us a little bit about continuous delivery and continuous testing and what kind of business value that delivers to organizations.
Most companies will talk about being able to release applications more quickly, but the real business challenge they're solving is how do I keep pace with the competitive rate of change of my market through the latest generation of their software and be able to get that to the market more quickly.
Can you give me an example of how a company is actually doing this?
Yeah, a lot of financial service companies in particular are having to continually respond to, kind of the market offers of other competitors. Take an example about being able to do e-check deposits. So instead of having to go to a branch office and deposit the check, you could just take a photo of the check and it would be processed automatically as an EFT. And if you took like 6 months or a year to have that competitive capability versus another financial service institution, then there would be a tendency of consumers to switch providers.
Right, yes. I'm going to go to the bank that lets me do this.
Well, I actually did that myself. I changed my financial service provider from one financial institution to another because of the ability to manage my personal accounts, anywhere in the world and being able to access them. There's a couple of things about that are kind of interesting as you look back through the lens of history. One is cycle times. We're anywhere from 12 to 24 months in terms of being able to bring those business capabilities to the market. So the next big step that occurred in the market was adoption of agile methodologies. And agile is an interesting methodology because it basically breaks down the work increment into smaller batch sizes.
Mm-hmm. And like the 2-week sprint.
Yeah, the 2-week sprint's a great example. So what we use internally actually is 2-week sprints. And so we can respond as we learn, and we're much more successful at being able to meet the business objectives.
What would you say is the general penetration or maturity level of DevOps in the enterprise these days?
Most companies are talking about DevOps, but its actual adoption and being put into practice we're still very early in the cycle. For example, financial service companies, they may have 5,000-6,000 software projects. And you talk to them and they'll say, well, maybe 10 to 20% have adopted full Agile. The balance are still using Waterfall or some intermediary derivative like Scrumfall. The other thing we found though is Agile alone would allow us to bring that release cycle from 24 months to 12 to 6 months. But when we have to go faster than 6 months, like 6 months to 3 months to 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, that's where we need to complement Agile with DevOps and continuous delivery, which is a whole set of practices from the development of the software to all of the other value streams.
Cool. Well, Jeff, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking with you today.
Fantastic, Dylan. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, let's